Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So, many of you guys have asked me, how did I get the mouth to move on my different claymation action figures, or stop motion, or toymation action figures? So let me go ahead and get my YouTube up on my phone so I can answer your guys' questions. Hold on. Come on. Find it. Find it. Nope. 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 Oh, it's taking a minute. There we go. All right. Hey, Crank. There we go. All right. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to make an action figure talk for whatever video you want. So I'm using crazytalk 8 Pro. It's a program I use for a lot of my stuff. Basically, I click this little picture here. It shows a guy's head. I choose 2D or 3D. Usually I use 2D just because that's what my pictures are already. So here's an example of the parts of Adam. And you can see that I have like pictures I took of Adam and cut them out in He-Man. And then after that, I have like blank spots where their heads are missing, showing the background. And then a full, entire, complete background picture here. Let me zoom in so you guys can kind of see these. So you can kind of see how I build it. So like here's Prince Adam, for instance, that matches this head here. So first head, backdrop, and then it's the same thing without the head. And then I have this is filling the green screen with the sky. And let's see, I think that's about it. So first thing I do is I grab the head I want, and let's just use this Prince Adam here, just because it's what I want to use. And let's go ahead and open them. And first thing it asks me to do is to adjust the head, and I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then you put these pieces here on the sides of the mouth, just like that. Sides of the eyes, like that. And now you make it match even better. So I like to zoom in to really see what I'm doing here. And you just kind of circle around the eye. Now this program does like to lock up sometimes. You have to be a little careful with it because it is kind of finicky. And then put this right around the mouth. Now his mouth's already open. When you have a mouth that's open, you need to click the open mouth. So let's first click all four and then open mouth. And now it gives me two sets of lines. You got to put it above the teeth, just like that, and below the teeth. There we go. Let's get this eye a little tighter. Sometimes it can be kind of tedious doing this, but once you get it down pat, it goes pretty quick. Alright, this has to go below the chin, shape the face. There we go. Now there's buttons over here you can click to see how they look. So you can click the eye one.
Eyes closing and blinking.
And you can click the mouth one and see how it looks.
A, E,
now this side I have it a little too far out.
I.
So I'm going to fix that. So I'm going to hit stop and bring this in just a little bit. Let's take a look now.
A,
That looks
E,
good, but the teeth are still showing across the top.
I.
So let's stop that and get those lined up a little bit. There we go.
A, E.
That looks pretty good.
I.
Let's check the eyes again.
Eyes closing and blinking.
All right. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Oh, you can also move his head around too and see
Smile.
how it looks.
Angry, sad, happy, surprised, and scared. Up, down.
So his hair's not
Left.
disconnected right, so I need to drag this up, zoom out a little bit, put it just above his head, pull this down, around, bring it around town. There we go. That's a much better fit. Doesn't need to be perfect, so we're not going to make a whole entire long video out of it. It's just for a little clip. So let's go and hit next. The next thing I do is line these crosshairs up with his face and his nose. You can see how it's 3D looking, and just line that right up. You can choose how far protruded his nose is or how it's not, and you can choose the shape of the face you want, of how they're shaped. And there we go. There is my He-Man. So now I need to take this and fit it into the background. So I'm going to click this background picture here, and I'm going to click Import Image, and I am going to use Intro Picture Best Fit, and this is basically him cut out of the background. So now these controls over here on this side control zooming him in and out, and my goal is to get him to fit inside that white area there. So I'm going to move him around, get him just right. And it's a little tricky when you're first doing this. You know what? I got the wrong picture. That's not going to work. Okay. Let's change it up. That's funny. Here's the right one. There we go. That makes more sense. And you can see now it's just a small little white smidgen edge all the way around him. That's about how you want it. All right, there we go. Now he's lined up pretty good. Thanks, Craig. So now that I have him lined up with the white edges, I have another picture that I'm going to use. So I'm going to change it out. And this time it is the completed one right here. Open. And now I have the green screen fixed. No more light lines around him. And it all looks good. See, if I move him aside, you can see how it looks. I'm going to hit Control Z to put him back where he was. And now, the fun part is I'm going to go to Control and Timeline. And then down here is where you control all of his actions. So, just really quick, I'm just going to record something with my microphone here. Let's see if it works for me or not. So you come up here and... Oh. Yeah, I'll record first, and I'll fix his eyes and teeth. Record voice. Hey, I'm Prince Adam. Oh, wait. Hey, I'm Prince Adam. Good to see you guys today. Hey, I'm Prince Adam. Good to see you guys today. All right, so now that you have that kind of jerky, herky kind of look, we're now going to click the mouth. We're going to give him some teeth. There we go. I'm going to rotate it a little bit and line it up. And on his lips, we're going to force closed. Burp. And there we go. It looks pretty good. And now we're going to do the eyes. Oops. Click the mouth again. The eyes. And because he's an action figure, I want his eyes to be kind of dark and kind of blackish, so I'm going to choose human eyes. And I'm going to use these brown ones here. And now I'm going to make them a little darker. Gives him this nice black. I'm going to take off the makeup because he doesn't wear makeup. Take off the eyelash. And then I think that's about it. That looks pretty good. He-Man is now a real run. Yep. All right. So there we go. There are his eyes. There's his mouth. And then you just come back here. Let's see. Here's the end of the timeline here. Just go ahead and pull us over. Right about there. All right, let's see how it looks. Hey, I'm Prince Adam. Good to see you guys today. So you can kind of see how it works. Hey, I'm Prince Adam. Good to see you guys today. Now, after you get into this point, you can now fine tune it. This is where it gets really crazy. Is you can actually click in deeper, and you can actually choose how his lips move. So if you know that a certain sound is supposed to be an L sound or something else, like here it says hey, so I can click down here, right about there, and choose the H looking mouth. There we go. And now it will force him to make that expression. And so it's kind of cool to dial it right in. You make like an ooh right here if you wanted to. Ooh. And just kind of dial in exactly what you want for his mouth to move. Now, I spent a lot of time doing this. I mean, it probably takes me hours to go through and get all the words just right to match his mouth. It does an okay job when it first sets it up, but there's just some letters it just doesn't do right. So I like to try to fix that as well. Then, after you get that all fixed up, you can now control the way his face actually looks. So you can actually go to your motion clip here, and you have your head, your face, your eye, your shoulder, and here's where you can control all the small little aspects of exactly how his face moves, how his shoulders move. So you can click these and then make his shoulders go up or down. You can make it so his whole entire body shifts. Let's see. Let me click his head here. You see his neck kind of stretching there. You can choose different expressions, like if he's kind of creepily happy, or if you want him to wink, or if you want him to be surprised. Just kind of a fun one. And then it morphs in from one to another as you do this. So that's kind of how it works. So anyway, I know people have asked a lot on how to do this. That's why I kind of wanted to show this crazy talk and how it works. Now, his arm, of course, can't move because that's all still. Just his face, head, and shoulders, that area right there. And it's kind of fun, too, because if you do it right, you can make it look almost like his pectoral muscles are moving. So let me turn this back off. And you can kind of see his shoulders look like they're kind of, like they're flexing almost. And then you can also turn his head too. And oops, you do it too much though, you'll mess with the background. So you gotta be careful not to mess it up too much. Alright, so just some fun stuff you guys can do. If you, I think they might have a free demo for you to download and try. See what you think of it. It is kind of crazy to do. You can see now I got some crazy stuff going on with his eye there because I have only one eye selected. So you can kind of make it look cross-eyed if you wanted to. You could bring this one eye in, and then bring this other eye out into, oops. Okay. In, uncheck, check. There we go. I can have a cross-eyed He-Man. You can also scrunch his nose up if you want to. Oh, just take his eyes off. Make him scowl. There we go. creepy. Anyway, oh hi Kim, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I was just testing out my OTS and thought, you know what? I should show people how to make Prince Adam talk while I'm at it. It's kind of a fun thing. If you guys want, you can click the link in the description and watch a whole video of all the cool stuff I've done with this program and how it looks when it's actually put into a video. But there's lots of cool stuff you can do with it. Again, the main thing is to remember to take multiple pictures, so that when you first set this up, you want to make sure that you're taking pictures of let's see, let me show you. Make sure you're taking pictures of just the action figure and the background too. That way you can put them in together. So you can see right here for this human, I have him, the background, and then just him, and then his body of what's left over after the background has been cut out. And then you can see the other ones too, where I kind of have it cut to match. So that's what you guys want to do. You want to actually cut them out and leave spots so that you can have more of the body showing without having it interfere with the background. If you don't do that, when he moves his head, the whole background will shift with it and the lines will all kind of blur and look kind of weird. So that's the trick. You don't have to cut it out perfectly. You can see here I still have some lines around the figure. I used to spend my time just cutting the figure out perfectly, and then I realized you don't have to. All you have to do is just get it close, because the background's going to be there. So now if I change the background, it's not going to look right, but you guys get the idea. So let me go ahead and open one I've done before. So let's see, we're not going to save this. So open project, no, and let me find one of my projects. I think it's in all my stuff. And let's see. I'm gonna look for Tila. Here we go. Okay. This was a fun one. So I wanted to take the Tila, and you can see how she's kind of moving like she, you know, is kind of alive or whatever. And I wanted to have her actually talk. So let's go ahead and listen to this one. Make sure my volume's up so you guys can hear it. All right, here we go.
I'm the Tila figure you're never going to get.
You could do some kind of crazy fun stuff. So a lot of my backgrounds I actually take from the videos a lot of times. The one I showed earlier is actually my toy castle. It's not actually from the cartoon itself. That would be pretty crazy to make the giant castle Grayskull talk. That'd be wild. Alright, anyway you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll have some more tutorials coming up as time goes on. If there's something you want to see specifically, let me know, and then we could do something kind of fun together while I'm doing stuff like this. And anyway, good night. I'm signing off for the night. Thanks for joining me. Nope, no fantasy there. Sorry, man. It was just messing around with all the different emotions they have. It's crazy. They have all these different built-in emotions. They call them auto motions and motion clips, and you can have them do all kinds of crazy stuff like angry or fear or laughter or the word no or whatever you want to do. So it's kind of fun. So anyway, let's see what else we're gonna.
I'm the Tila figure you're never going to get.
Hey, Kristen, thanks for joining us from Chile. You're welcome about the answer. Yes, this is the Tila that we all thought we were going to get, but we ended up not getting her. But yeah, that's why I made this video, because this is the one we were sold, and this is not the one we got. Alright, you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next video. Bye now.